Mm. తిన్నానండి. Yeah. Sorry guys. Where I was actually glide record, right? Glide record API.
Yes.
Yeah, fine. So this is what actually. So I will show you like a simple. I'll glide like in a simple sample code. Okay. So by looking this, you can identify or else you can get one idea. So this is what we are going to do. Very frequently we are going to glide the records. Actually, it's like an something like if you need something. Okay. If you want to get any records, or if you want to get any data values or else any field values, okay, then you are going to use a glad record. So let me write a few lines of script and will show you how I'm going to give all these things. Okay, let me give like an abc is equal to, so I'm going to create one object now. So creating object is nothing but variables, like a variable name is equal to, it's like a syntax actually. uh, Most probably they are going to ask you in interviews this glide record only. Okay, I'm not sure about this is what they will ask for sure, but most probably it's like in 60 to 70% of the interviewers will ask about the glide record. So they'll give one scenario. I just need from the incident record what and all the categories like software. Okay, or else the categories like hardware, all the category software records which I just need. Okay, the list of the records I need. Okay, that is what they might ask. Okay, for that, this is what one of the example which I'm going to show you. It might be like a state value, or else it might be like a hardware all value. Okay, whatever it might be. Okay, this is what about object. I have created one object where ABC is equal to new. Glide record is now is one of the thing which is from a server side, which I have showed you before, right? And this is the table name which we are going to give it. Okay, in the parenthesis, it should be like an single quotes or double quotes. So most probably we use like a single quote here, and then it should be like an end with a semicolon. Now what in ABC it will contain like all the records of a incident table will store in a ABC. If you call this ABC again, what it will contain in the ABC is nothing but all the records. Let's say example in incident table, I have like an 200 records. Okay, all the 200 records will get stored in ABC. Fine. So now I'm going to declare again ABC dot add query. So add query is one of the method. I'm going to tell you how what's the functionality and what we are going to do. Okay, it's like an for time being it's like an filter value. So if I want only the state of result, okay, if I want only the category is like an software or something, what I want to do is like, so category is like an software. So this is like an equalizing or else filtering something. Okay, so what I'm doing like I'm taking all the records and dot adding query. So add query is nothing but in filter navigation you're going to do that, right? Let me show you incident also here. Let's take like an how many are there now? It's like an 164. In ABC we have like an 164 records. Okay, add query is nothing but, let's say example, if I go to the filter. Okay, I have added only second state is equal to resolve or something. Okay, let this reload. Yeah, yeah. See here, or else let me go for the category. So if category is like only hardware or software, okay, then how many records will come? Let us find out. So here we have like in 22 records. So this is like an filter thing, right? So we are filtering by manually by using the filter option over here. But in scripting what you do is like by using add query you're going to filter something. Okay, remember this one. Okay, this is what very important which you are going to use multiple times. If you are very sure about the glide record, it is very easy to work in a scripting part. Okay, while you get any requirement. Next one. So after this you just need to query something. So querying is nothing but executing or running. Okay, run the script. So for this we are going to use like an gr, it's not gr actually, abc dot query. So you are querying one by one. So you are executing the categories like software. It's like in 22 records will come. Okay, this is what you are going to query over here. Okay, now while Okay, so while loop I'm using, because if it is like only two records or one record, I can go for if statement. But here we have like a multiple iteratives should be done. So for that, what I'm going for is nothing but I'm going for the while loop. Okay, so now while it's like an ABC dot next. So next is nothing but it will iterate to thing one by one. So next it's like a, let's say example, the first record 052 was iterated, and the next it will go for the next one. What is there? 015, and next it will go to the 051. Okay, that is what it will iterate again and again. So you can print the value as well. So here for printing something, we need to use like a gs dot print. We have like a gs dot log. We have like a gs dot add info message. Okay, something some fixed things which we have here actually. But if you use like a log, okay, then what and all the things which is available, okay, you have we have like in system logs over here. Okay, so whenever this script got executed, whatever you're giving over here, it's like a, let's say example, testing. Okay, so this will appear in a message over here when it is executed or else created. So what is the level of this and what is the message you have written in a log statement. So this is what one of the log actually. So while log is only for, it's like, and while debugging things or else while testing something, if you are not, you are not sure about whether it is getting executed or not. Okay, is just simply give the log and just execute it. Okay, if you get the log in the log statements of a system log which I have showed you before, okay, then this is working perfectly. Okay, now I'm going to give the thing is nothing but um the incident records with the category. I'm going to write the shortcut actually, category software. Right. So we are going to display all the number of records which is available of a category is like software. We have like in 22, right? So the 22 will come here actually. So if I wanna give something, okay, this is like in, so comma. So for separate something or else for segregate something, we are going to use like a plus symbol over here. Okay, some in log statement something you are going to separate or else something you are going to divide the thing. Okay, it's like in string and all these things. What we are going to use is like plus. Right, right. Okay, then ABC dot number. So number is nothing but the backend value of a incident number. So see here, now in this statement, what I'm going to show you is like, so the incident records with the category software. Okay, if I mention like an ABC dot number, then here I'll get all the numbers one by one. I'll show you that as well, how it will look. Okay, so all the numbers one by one, it will come out. Okay, so this is how we are going to write a glide record. So this is one of the example to write the glide systems like a glide record. Okay, gliding any of the table and getting the values whatever you need. So here the condition is like in category software, you can go for any other field value or else if you can go for based on the requirement, it will change actually. Okay, we have a lot of methods in all the glide record, glide system, glide user. We are going to use one by one methods, and we are going to explore our skills based on a requirement actually. And meanwhile we are going to work on the scripting part based on the requirement. Right, so now this is about a glide record actually. So now I'm going to show you one document which I'm let me open that document now. So all these things and all, I will forward you all the documents which I have provided actually. So by tonight, I'm going to share you all the documents which is available. It's from the starting to now. It might be like an admin concepts. Okay, it might be like in scripting or else it might be like in these kind of things and also. See here, in this document, I have like a glide record, glide form, glide user, glide system, glide session, glide date and time. All the things is there, right? So now take this as an assignment actually. What you guys need to do is like the first one which I will explain. Now in this class I'm going to explain this about the glide record. And immediately what you guys need to do is like you just need to go for all the documents which I have provided. It's very easy. If you got the content about the glide record, so these things and all very easy. The repeated things will come again and again in these things. Okay, so if I explain one by one per day, it will take 1 day for each and every day. Actually, it is like in 7 documents, right? So it will be like in lagging. And one more thing, the same thing will get repeated. Okay, so you can understand very easily after going into all the documents over here. Okay, so glide record I'm going to tell you to explain you today. And by tomorrow, take some time, 3 to 4 days. Okay, just finish glide form, glide user, just go to the thing, how many methods are there, what is the purpose of the methods, okay, why you are going to use in the service now scripting. Okay, that kind of just get a clear cut idea about the glide things, glide APIs. Okay, now in this document we have like in concepts as well, application module, business rules, okay, data policies, default values, dictionary override, okay, all these things, import sets. Okay, so what I did is like I have created a documents, what is the import sets and how we are going to do all these things. Okay, it's like an procedure or step by step process. Okay, so I have created all these documents. I have few are there in the drive as well. If time required, I'll add that as well to these documents as well. Okay, so go through one by one. And one more thing, we have like an interview questions as well, 4 to 5 documents, 1 2 3, and how many are there? So it's like in 2 to 3 I have added actually. That's okay. Updated thing is there in my drive actually. I'll share that right away today. So go through all these things. How many questions are there? How many? It's like an concepts are there. So go through one by one. If something is like an fishy or something which is like an you are going not going to understand something. Okay, just go through one by one. We have like an see interview questions also I mentioned, and service port. It's not service portals for CSM and all. I mentioned something actually. So go through one by one and explore yourself. Now, for time being, I'm going to explain the glide record now. So glide record is nothing but which you are going to get the data from a database. Okay, so here in these documents, okay, it will be like a very clear cut actually. So it's like a spoon feeding also, we can say this. So everything is it's like a very example format of you. They have given what is glide API. Okay, see how many types are there. See here we have like can see client side, server side, all these things. Okay, that is what we discussed before, right? So see here, what is glide record and usage? Okay, why you're going to use these things? Okay, next, what is the common things which you're going to do? This is the architecture and what is a mapping and all. Okay, so this is what I have written, right? See here, you not only categories like software or something, you can go for any other thing. It's like an maybe state value, maybe description value, or else you can get any of the value. Okay, so here you just need to get the requirement and need to just write the simple glide record block of code. It's like a very easy based on our requirement. These things will get a vary, but as a experienced guys, it's like in 3 4 years 5 years, this is like in very it's like in what can we say, a piece of cake kind of thing. As you are in fresher or else if it's like a beginner to you, it's like in 1 year or 2 years experience, this is like an what can we say, frequently which you are going to use it. uh, it's not like that actually. Based on the requirement also, you are going to enhance the things, you are going to expand the scripting and all. Okay, so that is like an other thing. But this is the root thing or else this is a basic thing which you just need to know about a glide record. Okay, why I'm trusting again and again glide record. Glide record is nothing but here by using glide record you are going to use like in 60 to 70% of scripting will include by using glide record. Okay, uh, I'll explain you each and everything. Okay, now, so next thing is like and see, we have like an inclined record, we have these much of methods we have here. So if we discuss one by one all these things, this glide record will be done actually. So we use like a glide before, right? So glide, add query, so these two I have showed you before. See, add query, glide query, so this is the functionality of a filter and this is about a execution point of view. To execute something or to run something, query is like an useful for you. So now in the same way we are going to discuss about add active query, add encoded query, add inactive query, next, get, set, limit, order by, all these things. Okay, so if you are thorough of all these methods, it will be very easy to you while implementing from here, and if you got any requirement from the client. Okay, so now let's get started about the glide record API. So here it's clearly they are telling like ServiceNow developer often use Glide API in Now platform. So Now platform is nothing but ServiceNow. Okay, so that is like a shortcut actually. Now platform to change default behavior of application and customize existing functionality. So here it is nothing but a ServiceNow developers, as we are the ServiceNow developers, right? So we are going to use, see here, often using glide record. So here also they are mentioned like very frequently you're going to use a glide record while you are implementing something in scripting or something. Maybe it might be like an any requirement. Okay, so we are going to use an Glide API in our service or service now. So what why we are going to do this one is like, and we need to change the default behavior of the any of the applications or customizations based on our functionality. Okay, next, glide classes. Glide classes are providing more flexibility to interacting with the ServiceNow application through scripting. So through scripting, what we are doing by using the glide classes, we are giving more flexibility, or else it's like an we are giving like a more comfortable to interact with the ServiceNow application. Okay, so let me take this example here. So if you want this kind of category is like in software something, what we know we go for the filters or something, right? So even filters is not there. What we used to do, simply going into the sorry, this is my project thing. Let me close. Yeah, so now if I go to the list of views, so if I want to get the software, only software, what manually checking like an from 1,000 records or something. So here I have like an software, and then scroll down and getting these things and all, it's like an not too familiar to the end user to get all these things. So what we are doing by using the glide APIs, we are going to do like in flexibility there. It's like an very comfortable, or else you can go for like an user friendly as well to glide something to, or else to interact to the ServiceNow application through scripting. Right. Then, using by Glide APIs, we can perform some database operations instead of writing any SQL queries. So, this is what we discussed in a definition as well. So, this is nothing but here we are going to interact with the database operation, or else we are going to perform the database operations like in CRUD operations, create, update, read, delete, all these things. Okay, this is what without a SQL queries. Right. Now, each API contain lot of methods and each method perform different operations in ServiceNow platform. That this is what actually. So, we have like an client side and server side, right? So each method we have like a different things, and internally we are going to use like in many are there actually. See here, each API contains lot of methods. So this is like an in glide form we have like an multiple methods are there. So I showed you like about a glide record, right? So in glide record we have like a lot of methods. So if I go down a bit down, I showed you, right, to add query, all these things. So we have like a multiple methods over here. So these are the methods available in a glide record. So these are the methods. See here, glide record methods. Multiple are there. So we are going to use this for our better flexibility while working. Okay, just you guys need to go through one by one. It's just like remember the purpose of the thing. So query is about a running or else executing. Add query is like a filter. Add active query is nothing but only you'll get only active records. Add encoded query is nothing but a filter. We are going to copy the query, right? So before I have filtered something, right? So it's like in software. So copy query. So this is what you can mention all the filters or something, everything in a filter, and you can copy here and you can use it. So as of now we used only in a reference qualifier in a advanced type, right? So now we can use like an encoded query method. Okay, so here I can mention like an encoded method, and here I just need to paste the, this is what sorry, this is not get saved, I guess. Let me copy this. Okay, so just copy here and paste it over here. That's it, not more than that. So here what will happen, encoded query. So even this also will work out because we are giving the encoded query over here. It's like an category is equal to software. Okay, this is what of the encoded query. So in this manner, for each method we have one purpose actually. Okay, that is what we are going to discuss now. Let me go up and we'll discuss the remaining concepts as well. So yeah, see here. So types of glide APIs we have like in client side and server side. So client side we have like in glide form, glide user, glide stack, dialog window, list, menu, and glide record, system, date and time, aggregate, date and element. So if you observe that the remaining things, okay, which is available in a document, okay, which I showed you before, where it is, let me open, not this. Hmm. So in this document, which I showed you, like glide form, glide user, glide system, glide session. Okay, these and all the remaining APIs actually. So this is what I'm going to tell you. One thing, glide record. So remaining glide system, glide date and time. Okay, for remaining, I have given like a document over here. Just go through one by one. So even that is like in same. It will be like a, this only glide record only, but few things will like vary, methods will vary, and the names, terminology and the purpose will be vary. Okay, remaining things and all, it's normal. Okay, so if you are aware of all the document which is available, it's like in first thing. Okay, then that will be like very easy for you. Okay, so before that, let me go down. Yeah, so we are done with the types of glide APIs. One is like in something divided into client side and server side. Okay, so now what is glide record and uses? What actually what the glide record actual mean? So it is like a most common and important API and frequently used in now platform. Okay, this is the reason I'm repeating again and again about the glide record. So just focus on the glide record. So this is the most common and important API which we are going to use very frequently in our developing point of view. Right. So now, so glide record is very special Java class. We are aware of all these things, right? In definition as well. And this API handle both rows and columns in understanding database. Right. Correct, right? So here what we are doing is like even the numbers and even the it's like an even the fields and even the records also we are going to handle. So here it's like a category we are going to handle and the records it's like an software. So this is like an column. This is like a value of a field. So this is what we are going to handle like in rows and columns. Right. Now let me go back. So in service now, so all these and all very easy actually. Go one by one. It's like a normal language only, so it's very understandable as well. I have repeated these things again and again. So this is what we discussed before in the definition as well while explaining as well. Go through one by one actually. So okay. So now let me go down. So these are the things which you are going to use very frequently. It's like an in SQL we are going to insert, update, delete, record methods, right? So most common API is like a glide record running from the server side. So use it to generate SQL queries, perform CRUD operations. This is the purpose of using glide record. So this is like a very most common thing, and this is like a server side thing which you are going to run, and then we discussed about the glide record thing, right? So instead of using the SQL queries, we have introduced like a glide record. Next, glide record architecture. So here it is very easy. See here, instead of passing SQL queries, we can use JavaScript. See, this is like in service now here, and then in between we have like an SQL, and this is like a database of a SQL, MySQL. So now previously it is was like an this is way. So you are going to query something by using an SQL and requesting the database and getting the database back to the service now. But here, instead of using SQLs, we are going to use like an JavaScript glide APIs. Okay, this is the way now. So here in scripting, you're going to use the glide records, and then you're going to request the data from the SQL query. It's like and from the database and getting back to the service now. Okay, that is what we are doing here, right? We are using like an from service now we are going to use like a glide record, and in database only we have all this information, right? A category, all these things and records will be saved in the database. So we are going to get the database values in a this thing. right? So this is the architecture of a glide record. Let me go down and show you glide record. Yeah, so see, this is very important actually. So this is what one by one, step by step explanation where inc is equal to new glide record of incident. So here see the arrow mark, so here you are going to glide the table. So what's the table actually? Incident table. So you are going to glide the table of incident table, so all the incident records will get stored in a inc. And then what you are doing, add querying. So add querying is nothing but something which you are going to filter the it's like based on requirement you're going to filter the records. Next, what you're doing is nothing but you're going to query something. So querying is nothing but an execution or else running, okay, these kind of thing is like an query. And next thing is like an next thing, so it's like an while which you're going to use like an while. And here it's like an gs dot print of inc is nothing but all the records will be there, dot short description. Here what I'm going to do, what I did is like what here they are doing is like I'm going to print all the short description of an software category thing. So I showed you like in 22 records, right? So for 22 records, all the short descriptions which I'm going to print out. It's like an in the result, I'm going to show print all these things. Got it right? So this is the architecture actually. Now, architect. Now let me go down. So focus on this actually. It's very easy and it's very what to say priority thing, which is like most commonly used thing. Okay. Now let me go to the methods. So glide record methods. How many are there one by one? Okay, so query. So query is nothing but something which you're going to run something. So before going to the one by one method, so I just need to tell you about we have like in background scripts. Okay, background script is nothing but to test something, to run scripts. Okay, in the background. Okay, we have like a background script. Here you can keep the script, all the script over here, and you can run it. Okay, here itself you're going to display the result. So basically let's say example we have like in a javascript or something, okay, virtual studio or else notepad. It's like in java you are going for the netbeans or something, right? So that kind of things and all you're not going to use here. Just background script here, just keep it thing. It's like in scripting point of view. Here you can test it actually. It's not only for testing actually, it will work even in the instance as well. Okay, and then similar to background script, we have like a fixed script as well. Fixed script. Okay, they will ask about what is the difference between fixed script and a background script. So fixed script is nothing but which you're going to store the scripting over here. So see, let me open any of this fixed script actually. The functionality is same, but advanced feature which you have here is nothing but you can store that the script in your instance actually. Okay, sys underscore script is a script underscore fix is a backend value of a fix script actually. So here something which I have written here, see, so here I can store my script over here. Okay, if I write this script, okay, let me copy this, and if I run this one here, okay, after running this one this will get executed. Okay, if I close this one it will be not saved in anywhere. Okay, that is the main difference between the background script and fixed script. Okay, so we have only 10 minutes for this session. Okay, if disconnected join again. This is what about a background script. So here you're going to write your script. If you have errors, exceptions, or some any bugs or something, it will show even here as well whenever you click on a run. Okay, this is about background script. So this is what we are going to use now for executing one by one method. Okay, now so these are the methods, right? So let me go a bit down. We are going to uh, discuss one by one. See how to get result or output in service node. So as I told you, like in gs dot print and gs dot info, gs dot log or something. Okay, if I use like a log, it will be stored in a system logs as well. Okay, I can go for the gs dot print or a gs dot info or something. Just copy this one and use this in a background script. So I will get the output of this thing. See, just click on run script. See, the result is nothing but welcome to ServiceNow Academy. Okay, so this is what you can check it over here, whether it is like in running, it's like in running perfectly or not, or else without bugs you are writing the script or something. Okay, you can check it over here. Let me go back and go for the next thing as well. So in this manner you print or else you can get the result or output from a service no by using gs.print or gs.info or something. Okay, what will be the result? Welcome to service now academy, which we have mentioned in a between the it's like in quotes. Okay, so here it's like a very easy actually. One by one, we have like in 50 to 60 points are there here. So just like in one of the scenario they will give, and they will give the scripting as well, and they will give the result as well. Okay, this is what will be available till end of this document. Okay, so here write a simple program, add two numbers. We know about declaring a is equal to something, b is equal to something, and storing that c is equal to a plus b and printing that one. So this is like a very easy, and the result will be like 30. If you want to check this one, just copy this one and you keep it in a background script. Then click on run execute, you will get a result stating that 30. So as a is 10 plus 20 is nothing but 30, right? So this is like a very simple thing. I'm not going to show you that now. Okay, if you want you can practice. I'm going to give these documents to your drive, right? So each and everything, whenever you get free time, okay, make free time, manage something, any other work, and schedule a time for this, and just practice this one by one. Okay, while you are doing, I suggest you to type it over here, not copy paste. Okay, so I'm aware of all these things and we are not having much time, right? So that's the reason I'm just copying pasting. Okay, from your end just type it over here. So while typing you will get, okay, this is what the thing which we need to do. Okay, you will get a clear cut idea for one by line actually. Okay, so this is my personal suggestion. Just don't copy and paste, just type it in a background script. Okay, while typing you'll get the idea, clear cut idea, and it's you won't forget as well something you have written over here. Okay, so see here, let me go to the next one. See, working with query method. So query method is nothing but something which is you are going to run something. See, where is it? Yeah, see, queries execute in a table. So if you want to execute the thing, the query is like must. Okay, so what is the thing? We are going to glide the incident. Glide is a main object and table is like an incident, right? And then while what I'm going to do, so printing all the incidents. See, this is what I have done, right? Inc dot number. See, I mentioned like an abc dot number. Why I mentioned abc? So I declare like an var is abc is equal to object. So glide API. So there they mention like an inc. So we need to give the variable name over here and just backend value of the incident number. If you want to print like a short description, just give short underscore description, backend value of the short description. If you want to print the state, or else if you want to print any of the field value, then you can give a backend value of any field. Okay, so I told you, right? So what is the main functionality of the backend value is nothing but you are going to use in a script. Okay. Oh, so in script, if you are giving like an display value here, okay. See, cat short description. So if I give like a short description type like this, okay, script won't take this one. If I give like a short underscore description, then only it will recognize the field value, and I can get this value as well if I use like a short underscore description. Got it, right? So let me copy this and paste. I did it, right? So see, if I run this one, the main functionality of this script is nothing but getting all the records from my incident table. I'll get all the 190. How many are there? If I click on all, I get all the things. 164. Okay, so now I'll get all the records over here. See, all the records I can see over here. Right. So this is what about the query. Now let me go for the next one. Let me see, the result is like print all record numbers in instant table. That is what we have done right now. So now we are working with an query is done, add query, next, and while method. So this is what a display priority one tickets from incident table with add query. So what they are going to do, so before I showed you like in about a category and software. So whenever the category is like software, then I just need to show, or else I just need to display all the incident records of a category is like in software. Now what they are doing here is nothing but priority. If the cat it's like an if the incident record is like an priority is equal to 1, then that records I just need to display. Okay, so that is the requirement actually. So let me go, just go back. So what I'm doing here, I'm gliding the incident table, and then I'm storing in a ING, and I'm querying like an priority is equal to 1. Why I have given 1? 1 is like an critical. Backend value of a critical is nothing but 1, right? Even you know that. And then I'm going to query that, and loop, it's like an iterative thing. If it is like a more than 2 or something, I just need to get all the values, just click on run script. See, so these all the incidents are critical thing. So let me cross check that as well. So an incident table, will check that as well, so whether that is a critical state or not. Let me open this. The priority, see, the priority is like 1 critical, right? So I got all the priority value is like in 1. I got the list over here. So see all these things. Okay, this is what about a add query. Okay, next, let me go down. It's very pretty easy actually. They are giving the method, and they're giving the one scenario, and they're giving the scripting as well, and giving the final result also. Okay, this is what, just go one by one actually. uh, for the all the documents which I'm going to provide you. See, multiple queries. So before we did like an only one, priority is equal to 1. Here you can go for like an add query, multiple queries as well. Add query of priority is equal to 1, add query of active is equal to 1, add query of category software. So here we are querying like in 3 here, query 1, query 2, query 3. Okay, so this is what you can you add multiple queries as well. So if I give this one, okay, what I'll get is like, it should satisfy all the things. It's like in one by one, all the things it should like satisfy. Then I'll get the records which is going to satisfy. It's like an active query is active. It's like in the record should be active, and priority is like critical, and category is like software. We have only 2 records now. So this is what actually. So these condition is satisfying only 2 records in our instance incident table. Okay, so now instead of writing 3 here, okay, 3 lines of statement, we have like an one extra method is like an encoded query. So encoded query is nothing but as I showed you before, copying from a table. It's like a list view, and I can mention that as well. See, they have mentioned like clearly all active is equal to true, category is equal to software, priority is equal to 1, and then filter that and copy the query and paste it in a script which is there available here. See, active is equal to, this is the encoded query, so the copied here, right, in copy query. So they used they pasted over here. Okay, this is the encoded query. So by using encoded query, you are going to get all the records which is record is active, category is software, and priority is like critical. Okay, next let me paste it over here and show you. Even for this we just need to get a 2 records, right? So the same thing which we can do, before we did in a 3 lines of a code, now we did in a single line of code. Okay, this is what the main functionality over here. Now, so let me